Hello FPL managers, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be sharing my gaming coin draft ahead of the next season. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing, and we're almost hitting 100 subscribers, and do leave a like if you enjoyed the video. In terms of the overall team, I've made some significant changes, especially in the defense. In goal I have Ederson. He's still my number one goalkeeper, and I've been having him in several drafts up to now. So it's from City, and City faces West Ham United away in Game Week 1. And in terms of form of West Ham in the preseason, most of the games have been lower scoring games, and I expect City to keep a clean sheet in Game Week 1. So Ederson will be in goal for me in Game Week 1. In the defense, I got Trent, and he plays Fulham away in Game Week 1. He had a nice game against City in the Community Shield over the weekend, and he scored a wonderful goal. Another player in the defense is Walker, who's from City, and up to now City have not replaced Zinchenko, and I think Walker could be more nailed for the start of the next season. And with Laporte as well out until September, I don't see Pep playing Diaz, Laporte and Nathan Ake in the same game week, especially in the early games of the coming season. So Walker will be more nailed at the right hand side, and Cancelo will be playing more on the left hand side for the majority of the first few game weeks. Zinchenko is another player in this draft, coming at a price at 5 million, and with another player in the defense who is not nailed in terms of this defense lineup. And so I was thinking of going for Trippier from Newcastle United. So Zinchenko from Arsenal is on my defense. And another player in the defense is Portman from Newcastle United at 4.5. And so these are the two players, him and Zinchenko are the two players who are not nailed in my defense. And I could do a swap. Before Game Week 1, I could just replace Zinchenko with Trippier. That will come in for Portman. These two players are the players which are not nailed in the defense, so anything could happen before Game Week 1 between Portman and Zinchenko. So there could be a few changes in my defense lineup. So onto the midfield, I've got Salah. If you have followed my preseason content, most of the draft were lacking Salah, but I've watched a few Liverpool games, and I think Luis Diaz, he was a little bit off in the preseason games. I don't know why, but I think for him for now is not in my plans. I'll just wait. Another premium player in the midfield is Son from Spurs. For me, Son, as I said in my previous videos, is an essential player for me ahead of the next season. So Son is another premium in the midfield. Martinelli is another player from Arsenal at 6.0, and I think for a more nailed player from Arsenal is Odegaard, but it comes at 0.5 million expensive, extra than Martinelli. And in terms of early gamings for Arsenal, I think Martinelli will face less rotation, and so the good option for me, and the good value and the good price is Martinelli over Odegaard. So Odegaard could be a great pick for long term. And lastly, on my midfield, starting midfield is Bailey. Aston Villa do have pretty nice fixtures. The first 5 fixtures for Aston Villa are so great, but I've seen a lot less of the managers probably having Aston Villa's defenders, especially most of the managers going for cash, and maybe Lucas Digne is not among the favorites. But my Game Week 1 draft, I've picked Bailey from Aston Villa. Last preseason form, if I could replace him, I think the only player I'm looking for now, he's on my watch list, is Hamilton from Newcastle United. Another player who's having a great form in the preseason, scoring a lot of goals, I think 4 or 5 goals at the moment. In terms of that another last spot of the midfield in my lineup, I think for now it's Bailey or Hamilton. So if I go for Hamilton, I think Zinchenko, that could be a double up on Newcastle. So Trippier and Hamilton, which could be a nice combo for Game Week 1 and 2. So I've not gone for Neto at the moment. Again, I'm not that impressed with him. And up front is Haaland and Jesus. I think these are the two, most owned players in the game at the moment. Haaland around over 50% of the managers have selected him, and Gabriel Jesus with over 70% of the current managers have selected him. So in terms of form, I think Kane is a little bit slightly ahead of Haaland, but as we know, Haaland has played a few games, I think 2 games so far. The game against Community Shield against Liverpool and the one against Bayern. In terms of his Spurs perform, I do have one attacking Spurs asset. So that's my lineup. I'll be playing mostly 4-4-2 formation. Nico Williams from Nottingham Forest, and also another player will be a significant of the managers have selected him. This will be a player who will be making rotation in terms of fixtures. Second midfielder, the second sub and the last midfielder spot in the squad is David Da Silva from Brentford. I've gone from Andreas, but his ownership is a little bit high, and in terms of fixtures for Fulham, for me, I don't great fixtures. I know the great player from United who could have plenty of minutes next season, but if he doesn't perform within those first few difficult fixtures for Fulham, I think he could be transferred out by some managers and his price point could drop, and I don't want to risk it in the heavy gaming. So I've got a Silva who I'm not sure is an edge starter. He could feature in some of the games, but yeah, he'll be staying most of the time on the bench. Lastly is Arca, from Aston Villa, forward again. It's 4.5 million asset. Taylor from Nottingham Forest. I think he was my pick, and I want to go with him for the next season, but there's some rumors that he could be transferred out for a loan, I think, and yeah, so I just decided to go with Eka just to keep that, to play safe, and they're all both bench fodders. I think these two players are mostly bench fodders who won't feature in my starting lineup, so yeah, that's why I just picked players with low ownership. And yeah, as only Nico Williams, who could be a rotation player, and he's also an edge starter and not in the force, depending on the features, just making it in my lineup and maybe most of the time at the bench. So that's all for me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing and do leave a like to support the channel as well. I've got you guys in the next one.